Greetings, friends. What day is it today? It's Thursday. Happy Thursday. The message for today is harmony. And there are two words together, harmony and chaos. And I am inspired to bring forward the package of what I've been receiving this morning in our quest of eclipse preparation. We're in our countdown Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We're 4 days away, and it's almost eclipse time right now. So we're literally 4 days from the activation event, the next activation event in our journey of waking up. And so the word harmony comes from yesterday's tarot spread and a summary of, I'm looking over because I've written out some notes on my whiteboard for the article that I'm composing now about the eclipse and ways to prepare and understand the significance of this event. The words of the last 2 days, honesty and shadow, are key concepts to our understanding of how to show up for the opportunity that's available. And so the word harmony comes out of a synchronicity of the cards I pulled yesterday for our message for preparation, which were Prince of Swords and Two of Discs, in relationship to the truth of the activation of the second Leo moon. And this lust card represents the power of activation of the truth of who we are through the energy of fire and kundalini and lust, the luster of the truth of the gold of who we really are in physical form, our ability to fully claim shadow, to fully be honest and authentic about and courageous in our ability to claim the entirety of the truth of who we are, including the parts that scare us or the parts we've rejected. This is what's being activated in our culture right now, in our world, and the activations, I believe, in our own country are specifically related to the necessary opportunities that are being offered with the activation of this eclipse. So, honesty and understanding of shadow and the mastery aspect of shadow are two key qualities that will enable you to connect in your own life with the power of what's available to you. And so the quality of inner truth, represented by the Prince and Princess of Swords, is really key right now to, and a key aspect of what's being offered, which will enable you to connect more fully to the truth of who you are, which is why we're here in this world. So, knowing the significance of the activations of the second new moon in Leo with the total solar eclipse, the cards I pulled yesterday signify the importance of us committing to the new insights and new beliefs and new perspectives of reality that are available to us. And then to use our tools of focus to harness the gremlins of our mind in order to move forward in a unified way rather than be distracted by details. So this requires, the warrior requires discipline and also signifies a blessing. If we can stay in our heart and use our tools of personal empowerment, we will be supported. And that's indicated by the second card, the Two of Discs change, which is a change of harmony and expanded consciousness. The 8 and 2 are interfacing here, and you turn it to the side, it's the infinity symbol. The yin and yang within imply the full activation of the marriage of light and dark in a way we can see the solar eclipse here. And the message of the 8 of infinity is the perfect harmony and balance that exists at a transcendent level, even when we don't see it in the current apparent chaos of change. So what I want to bring forward to all of us in the Mystery School grid right now is a theme for this year that goes all the way back to the beginning of the Rooster year and our first retreat, which was Magic and the Magician. And at the beginning of this year, we really pulled in the energy of magic and the magician as an aspect of the higher self and our abilities into which we're expanding in order to be to connect with our own power and our ability to be present in this physical world and learn and experience what each of us is here to contribute as part of our own life purpose. So at the end of Circle last night, we each pulled a card for a personal message, and the card I pulled was a personal message for me, but because it also relates directly to the message from yesterday, I was guided this morning to bring it forward as our message for today, and that is the Magician. And this is a beautiful image from Kim Kranz's tarot deck, Wild Unknown Tarot deck, that relates very much to powerful teachings about the truth of who the magician is in each of us. And what I was called, the aspect that came forward as the teaching last night and the synchronicity, is the figure 8 on the leopard's breast. So this implies in learning how, and that we are in crossing a threshold of stepping into another level of understanding of what perfect harmony is and how each of us can interface in the adventure of this world, including the pain, including the challenges, including the discomforts, including all the growing pains, including fear that is activated. All of this is part of the change that we are each in which we're each involved. And we have the tools we need. The symbols of the 4 elements here represent the way that we are learning our tools, and we're connecting with our tools. We're connecting with our intuition to understand the nature of our power and the nature of our responsibility and the nature of our of the ways in which we're connecting to inner truth. The key to remember today, as you're preparing and as you're holding space for your own life and your own the own opportunity for awakening that's coming up in a few days, is to trust in the harmony. The prophetic words that were brought forward in Circle last night are, everything is okay, and we will be okay, and we can trust in being held, even when on a personal level we don't see it or understand it. So feel this in yourself. In energy medicine, we work with the 8 as an actual tool for bringing coherence to our field. You can pull the 8 in light in your body, in your brain if your intellect is feeling distracted, in your heart, in your hips, to help you anchor and ground. The 8 is a very high level tool that we can use in bridging physical and non-physical and in supporting our own healing and coherence. So multiple levels of messages with this synchronicity, and the beauty of this card and the beauty of the rays of light. And I just noticed there's another synchronicity here with the message of shadow, the higher level of shadow, which is the light is emerging from the dark. And in this image, and that is absolutely the understanding that we have of the infinite nature of source energy, and that light follows the infinite nature of the mystery of the dark, and that's what's being activated for each of us with this solar eclipse. So know that you're in the perfect place at the perfect time. If things feel confusing, just hold space, because it just means you are in the phase of growth and don't have the full perspective yet. And use your tools, ask for help, thank the helpers, connect with appreciation, and also ask for synchronicities about the specific and special ways that you can show up, because they may be super practical. Know that the coming days have a strong internal quality, and so make sure that you reserve time for yourself and for important conversations with those you trust. So here's to magic, here's to harmony, here's to the power of change, and here's to us. Have a great day.